Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Switchy, and first off, huge thank you for all the love on the first video in this series. That video has around over 10,000 views at this point, and it's actually my second most watched video. But this amount of support is actually crazy, and I knew I had to make a part 2 on this very soon. Here is a much awaited part 2 to this series where we actually uncover more strange, hidden and weird things in Driving Empire you probably never noticed. Some of these will have you questioning reality or at least the game's logic. But thank you all for the support, and without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Every car with an analog gauge cluster has the RPM always at 1000 when it's supposed to be technically off. If you jump out of the car or have your car displayed at your home, the RPM gauge will always be at 1000 RPM. Audi R8 GT is generally known as the very first car to feature DRLs in the world. But inside of Driving Empire, they don't work, which is weird. And I say it's weird because Audis in this game have some of the best exterior lighting in the whole game. So I don't know why they did the R8 dirty with this. Okay, this is a very nitpicky entry, but if you hop in the Raptor R and your player grabs the air, that's because the grab handles aren't even aligned with where the hands go. It's a very minor detail, but it's kinda hilarious once you notice it. If you are ever wondering what speakers are in your McLaren Senna, then all you have to do is look in the interior where you can kinda make out it's a Bowers and Wilkins sound system. And that's not the only car which has a speaker's name in it. The Nissan Juke Nismo RS also has a Rockford Fosgate sound system inside of it. This is a decently known secret, but the Pininfarina B95 actually has a secret storage area in one of the humps behind the passenger cabin. Turns out it's fully modeled, it's just missing a prompt to open the damn thing. You guys remember Ohippo, former Driving Empire developer? Well, something happened and she actually is no longer developing for Driving Empire. However, she recently has moved on over to Foninian's games such as Vehicle Legends, Dealership Tycoon and Mansion Tycoon, and managing his games. Okay, this is kind of sneaky. There's a secret hiding spot in the parking lot which is quite inaccessible during normal driving. However, you can kind of drive inside here in this method I'm showing you right now and access this place. This is weird. A lot of the licensed models don't actually have the same amount of detail across the board. And there is an easy way to figure that out. Most cars in the game do not actually have a model underside to the hood, but a few cars do. Weird thing is, this is true for cars within the same brand. For example, the Nissan GTRs don't have any details under the hood. But the Juke actually has a lot of detail like a hood latch, hinges and some sound deadening. This shows that car quality can vary even within the same car brand, and this detail mainly varies probably because the blueprints the car brands provide to Volex don't have these details mapped out on some of their blueprints, while it's there for some of the other models. Hey, real quick, if you've spotted any weird or hidden details in Driving Empire that I didn't mention here, drop them in the comments. I'm building another part to this, and your finds might just make it into the next video. This is another one which is nitpicky but weird. The Jaguar XKRS has a front hinge hood, right? But the XKRS convertible has a normal hinged hood. I have no way of proving if this is how it is IRL, but it should be the same since they're basically the identical cars minus the roof. As of the newest update, you can't spawn the Witch's Broomstick. This is a game-breaking bug. Please fix Driving Empire devs, please. A lot of cars where you can't directly see the engine don't actually have the engine fully modeled. However, that's not the case with this Volkswagen Golf 8. The hood doesn't actually open on this, but if you zoom in through FreeCam, there's actually a model engine in there and everything. Maybe this model was rushed because some of the textures in there are low quality and they did their best to hide it, but this is really strange in my opinion. Both the Nissan GTRs in this game technically shouldn't even be moving. Both these cars have their transmission set to park. No matter how you drive the cars, the gear shifter will always be in park. Alright, we are now in our final point, and this one is simple. Every car, or most of the cars in the game, with a digital readout on the AC temperature has it either set to 20 or 21 degrees Celsius. I have no idea why this is the case. It's kind of weirdly specific, and I have no idea what someone would set their AC to be this cold, but it's interesting is all I can tell. Alright, so we have made it to the end of this video, and I'd like to conclude by saying that Driving Empire is a massive game with an insane amount of cars and details, so it's no surprise that some oddities slip through the cracks. But that's also what makes exploring the game so much fun. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and consider subbing for some more weird finds, Driving Empire news and car reviews. And don't forget to let me know in the comments what you have found. And that's all from me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care everybody.